G'day everyone, it's Warren here from Inca Explorers. Today we have got a very, very special site. I've got my good mate Greckie here from Golden Triangle Tours, and he's going to tell us a bit about these ruins behind us and what they represent. This is a really special site, and the lady that lived here was a very special lady, and we'll let Greckie fill you in on what happened here. What happened here, Greckie? What's going on?
Well, Mrs. Lewis was a lady in waiting to Queen Victoria who gave her a parcel of land to choose anywhere in Australia. And just put in a nutshell for you, here, right behind us, and up on the Palmer in far north Queensland, 2 parcels of land to this day are still by law exempt from gold prospecting. And that's the case today. It can only be reversed by the monarchy. So this is her ruins here, and I don't live very far from here at all. And I've waited 23 years for the opportunity to find a competent relic detector operator.
Well,
and I'm hoping I found one. I reckon I have.
Yeah, well, look, it's a real honour to be here, mate. This morning we went into town, and because Greckie's discovered where Mrs. Lewis's grave is. It's actually an unmarked grave in a large cemetery.
Yeah.
We went and said hello to Mrs. Lewis this morning, gave our respects, and then this afternoon, Greckie's made the decision. It's a big one, and there's a sense of occasion about this to me.
There is.
Because I've known about this place for a very, very long time. And everyone knows who watches my channel, I just love this kind of history, this gold rush and the pioneers that built this country. And here we have one special lady that was part of the inner royal circle, if you like, in Victorian times. Amazing story. And she ended up in colonial Australia.
And she was here with the old timers in the gully down there, and she would look after the kids when they were sick. She's actually referred to in Flett's book, Tales of the Whipstick and the History of Gold Discovery in Victoria. If you get a chance, read it. They refer to Mrs. Lewis, who was the lady of the Neilborough or Elysian Flat Lead, and she was loved. Now, we respect her a lot.
Yep.
We asked for her permission this morning, spiritual or otherwise. It's just how I operate. I said, just give us a good day. It was on the same day that young Clancy found a 1913 shilling.
His first coin?
First coin ever with an Ace 200. Yep. Bang, 5 minutes, never found a coin, bang. And who have been detecting for 32 years...
And he's found a bit of gold, this bloke.
A couple of bits. Have gone out, and I have corroboration from the highest sources, the man holding the camera and about 4 other people behind us, that with an AT Pro on standard binary audio...
With a standard 11.5-inch coil...
Found a ripper little pendant-type Goldfields jewellery of a boy hugging a dog. I thought that made the day.
That was nice. And 10 minutes later...
We found a .67 nugget. That is true.
AT Pro standard. Now this bloke knows a bit about metal detecting.
Oh, it blew me away.
Hasn't spent a lot of time on coin and relic hunting, has he?
No.
Virtually none.
I'm an amateur. Yeah.
And here he is with a Garrett machine, which is operating in standard binary audio, basically like an Ace, with a standard 11.5-inch double D coil in ground that's ground balancing at 95 on the meter.
Correct.
He gets his .6 grammer.
And you couldn't miss it.
I think he's pretty good at what he does.
So we think Mrs. Lewis has given us a good sign to say, let's have a go. So why don't we have a look?
Righto, let's go and have a crack.
Let's go.
Here's a close-up of some of the finds we've got so far. We've got on the old chimney.
What's happened, bud?
Some nice bone china. There's some decorative pressed tin from probably around the walls or ceiling.
Coming out of the hole.
More china. That's all one plate, eh? We'll put that back together and have dinner off it.
Look at that.
Yep. We should be able to get a mark if we can get the centre of it. That's a beautiful old willow pattern.
Isn't it? And that's an original Goldfields willow pattern.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gold rush.
Well, here's my next find with the apex. It's an absolute ripper. Look at the size of this. Probably a belly buckle off a saddle. You can see there's had a steel pin in the centre, but that's rusted off. And a very ornate old design. That's a beauty. Ripper. Right, we just got this awesome old token with the apex on Mrs. Lewis's house just out the front of the chimney. That's going to be 1860s. The size of it's bigger than a penny. It's definitely a token. Possibly from the local area or Melbourne. We're in Victoria after all. I'm not going to clean it now. I'll wait till that's all dry and we'll carefully clean it, get some details, and I'll take some still photos. Absolute ripper. Here's an update on the relics since we've got the token. We've got a bone or whalebone button. That's obviously the lady's dress. A small buckle. It's probably off a human belt. Someone's got a bit of a harmonica reed there, and more of that fine bone plate. So what Greckie's discovered, it's like an archaeology dig here. He's gone down. What we're thinking, it was a dirt floor And then they put brick and flagstone on top of
So I've
it.
covered it up because just to keep it in. So
Yeah.
there's your brick floor,
Yeah.
and there was a target under there. It was a shotgun detonation.
It looked like a 10 gauge or a small shotgun.
Yeah. And then right here,
Yep, big
your
flagstone.
flagstone.
Yep,
And the target, another shotgun cartridge casing, was underneath the flagstone.
yep, yep,
So it's obvious they had the dirt floor during the gold rush or pre,
yep.
in the early 1850s when they lived here, and then, like you say, renovated.
Did a reno.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Nice work. Nice bit of archaeology.
It
A
is.
lovely bit of Goldfields history.
It's awesome.
And the thing about this site, it's never been disturbed. Never.
I'll just say this, that we think that these structures here are one of the very first buildings north of the Whipstick Forest before they tapped into Elysian Flat. This is it here.
Yep,
1852.
Okay, nice. Okay, here's my next find. It's I think it's 10 gauge. It's a shotgun, a pinfire shotgun. That's very old. There'll definitely be some identifying marks on there, but that's probably an Elo London pinfire shotgun round. That's a ripper, that one. Okay, we're starting to lose the light here, but we're still going. Oh, I can keep going, actually. I've got a backlight on that apex. I've just got this beautiful old Victorian photo frame, hinge complete. It's like a dresser photo frame. That's a ripper. Right, we're starting to lose the light here, but we're going to keep going. We found some awesome relics here. I'll give you the details of that token. I think it's either going to be a Melbourne or a Bendigo token. That's the area we're in, central Victoria. A trader's token, that's probably 1860s. Some of them aren't dated, but we'll find out. But we're still going. Greckie's doing an archaeological dig in the centre of the floor there. He's found old flagstones, he's found bits of old buckles and shotgun shells under the floor. So we're saying that they inhabited the house on a dirt floor prior to laying the flagstones and bricks, which is logical sense. Get the shelter up and then put a good floor into it. Let's keep going. Okay, let's get this awesome relic. We're going to pull up stumps and call it for the evening because it's getting dark. Probably come back in the morning. I just got this lovely old relic, Victorian costume brooch of some description. It's only the front of it. It's very delicate. It appears to be the English lion, rampant, with some sort of rider and a spear. There's no writing that I can see on it, but that's just an awesome old Goldfields relic from Mrs. Lewis's wonderful old home. Righto, mate. I want to shake your hand and thank you for letting me onto this site.
Pleasure.
I've known about it for years, and you've told me the story of Mrs. Lewis. It's an absolutely awesome bit of Australian history. Young lady from Scotland, a lady in waiting to Queen Victoria.
Correct.
No
One
less.
of only two in Australia.
Unbelievable. And here we are, privileged to be on the site where she lived for many years. And she died in when? 1904 or 12?
1912 she
1912.
died. Husband in 1897. Son and only descendant in 1933 of accident.
Okay. Well, once again, mate, thanks for letting me on. It's been an absolute privilege. We've all had a ball here. We've made some awesome relic. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks, guys.